when our babies are trying to crawl, there's things you want to look at. First of all, are they getting off the ground? 9 times out of 10, the answer is no. Why are they not getting off the ground? We need to look at essential milestones. Can they come up to sitting in their back? If they cannot come up to sitting through their back, they're not getting off the ground. Because they're going to have to push up versus come into sitting and going into all fours. Did they play with their feet, grabbing their feet properly? The answer is probably no, because they didn't open up the pelvis. And are they able to come to midline or cross midline? Coming to midline is here, but crossing midline is here. And those are going to be your 3 big foundations in the crawl. So the midline, first of all, Haley, what you're working on, there's midline interruption. Now, this could all be from the GERD, okay? But it doesn't matter. This is where we're at. So we're missing some serious foundations in sitting, independent sitting, coming to sitting. One of the things, too, if you're not doing the courses, you really need to be. I'll never teach you how to do stuff on the floor. Now, you might have been doing a video to show me the coming to sitting through the back, but there's a couple of things. You're never going to bring your baby into a area they can't go, which is you. I wouldn't work on a baby, because where's my baby going to go? They can't come to sitting this way. So coming to sitting, I would do through the back, right? Go through here. But in your child, right, the midline crossing, right, and Savitri just did a really nice video on this, and I'm going to tag you again, really needs to be done. Right, so that's why you're getting this reach right around, because you're not reaching through the midline. It's a reach around. And if I do that, I do that. But the biggest thing I want you to work on, chest is too heavy. And I know it's going to come back to the tummy time course, and you're going to be like, I'm working on crawling, not tummy time. But right here, the chest is too heavy. Now I've got to hold my baby doll's heads up because he's rubber, right? But this right here, it's like someone's around and he's trying to crawl around it. You really want that weight transfer and those transitional skills through here. And this is your biggest concentration that you're going on. Because really, you don't have good milestone establishments all the way back to the beginning of tummy time. And so these little deviations are really becoming more widespread. Your child's putting some super big effort into it, and this is where he's going to slide through the cracks, because they're like, oh, he's just about there. No, he's really going around some key areas, and I would like better foundations of what you're doing with tummy time. I'm just here underneath, but what I'm looking for is a weight transfer. Right? Imagine if there was a marble on his back and he could weight transfer and go here. But I was talking about with sitting. When a baby can come to sitting and come up, right? It's from here, they've crossed midlines, and then they go to all fours. They catch air, right? But I can guarantee you right now, he's only capable of kind of rolling over, probably only one way, and then he's here, and now he's trying to get around it, and this is where you're getting this. But the thing is, if you even said it was army crawling, he's just not catching air off the chest, and it's just down here so nice and low. And that's where your main concentration is. We've got to lighten up the chest. Now, if you say, oh, Michelle, he'll never sit still for that. Do the whole thing when he's sleeping. Guys, you can be doing the tummy course like this and be hanging out and watching Netflix and whatever and doing all of this and still be doing the course. I have to show you videos for hand positioning or for you to get used to where your hands need to be, but you know, or your child's sound asleep like this. Heck, you can be working on that chest or in his crib and do the tummy time course. You know, just put him down on your bed, let him go to sleep, and just, you know, muck around with him a little bit, and then move him over to his bed. There's ways of, and when he's sleeping, you're still going to make tremendous results. I just had the pleasure of doing some cranial work the other night on a child that I went in 9 o'clock at night into their room. That's one benefit when I travel, that sometimes I can do some night work like that, and just to get those movements, because he's not going to let me otherwise. it is what it is. But that's how I learned and did it off of my kids when they were just sound asleep. You can just get so much more, and you have to work on that soft, gentle hands because you don't want to wake them. And that's but really, I want 2 hours a day. We need to rock and roll. He's really, because he's putting college effort into it, but we need to get the movements much more sophisticated and smoother, and not as abrupt. And that's where, again, it's that chest right through there that is just too heavy for a system.